Indianapolis Motor Speedway, the site of a compelling, fun, interesting day for the 109th running of the Indianapolis 500. Rich and I, alongside Dominic Miranda here as we break this one down. Rich, it's all about Alex Palou. An unbelievable start to the IndyCar season continues. The first driver to win 5 of the first 6 IndyCar races. There's nothing more to say. He's been dominant in the month of May and beyond.
The year of Palou continues, and he's shown us the last few years really in IndyCar that he is the best driver in the series, but he had not won an oval race and certainly had not won the Indy 500, and now he's backed up his career with the crown jewel.
Yeah, it's all you're after, and man, did he earn it and deserve it. There's no question about it. Him and Marcus Ericsson battling it out there down the stretch. Your heart goes out for Marcus Ericsson, the 2022 Indianapolis 500 champ. A devastating finish a year ago, not what he wanted. A great bounce back, but heartbreaking nonetheless.
When Alex Palou passed him, you just wondered, was there any chance that Marcus Ericsson could get back around him? Because all season long, we've seen once Alex Palou has the lead, he doesn't give it up. And he only led the last 14 laps today, but that's the ones you want to lead.
That's all that matters. 22 lead changes, 45 caution laps. We'll get to that in a second, but kind of rounding out your top 6 here. David Malukas, come on down. P3 for him. Pato O'Ward, Felix Rosenquist, Kyle Kirkwood. Your top 6 there, kind of a smattering of names and teams, but an impressive day for Malukas. And Pato O'Ward, another guy that it just feels like one of these years he's going to be due.
And I'll take it one more spot to Santino Ferrucci, just to point out that AJ Foyt Racing had 2 cars in the top 7, a really strong day for that team.
And that means 7 Indianapolis 500s for Santino Ferrucci, 7 top 10 finishes for that young man. So a really, really good output for him. All right. The cautions, we mentioned it, 45 caution laps, and it started with Scott McLaughlin.
Before the race could even start.
I mean, my goodness, the first half of this race was just marred by yellow flags, Rich. There's a ton to choose from, but yeah, McLaughlin led us off there and didn't get any laps going.
If the rain wasn't bringing out the yellow, then contact was. And Scott McLaughlin couldn't, I mean, it was very reminiscent of Roberto Guerrero back in the day, who was on the pole and crashed before the race started, trying to warm up his tires, just moving the wheel back and forth, and lost it and crashed in turn 1.
Yeah, man, it's tough seeing guys get out of the race so early. Another guy, Marco Andretti, what a frustrating month of May it was for him. Just 4 laps completed, and then his day was done as well. Not only that, but the big crash. Kyle Larson, Stingray Robb, and Kiffin Simpson, Rich, my goodness, that caused quite a bit of interesting behavior there out on the track.
Kyle wanted to get to Charlotte, but he didn't want to have an early exit this way. But he took the blame for this accident. It collected Kiffin Simpson, and Stingray Robb really had a hard hit, but he's okay as well.
Yeah, we love to hear that for Stingray Robb. All right. Finishing 10th, Connor Daly, the hometown kid. We love Connor Daly. He's always an electric soundbite when he comes on our air. And you may think, top 10, that's awesome. He was disappointed with it. He was right around the lead for much of this race. He had one of his best days that I can remember here at the Indianapolis 500. He started 11th. He finished 10th. He said his car just kind of gave out on him there down the stretch, but he just wanted some more. It's disappointing. It's a great finish. It's just disappointing as well.
13 laps led, and now in the last several years, he's led 82 laps as he seems to get stronger and stronger here in Indianapolis. But you just wonder, can a local driver win this race again? We have winners from all over the world, but we'd certainly love to see somebody like an Ed Carpenter or a Connor Daly represent Indiana.
Oh, so close. 13 laps led for Connor Daly, and it got down the stretch of this race where you felt, man, he really could do this. But unfortunately, the track did not pick him on Sunday. All right, back-to-back champ Josef Newgarden. He's been dominating headlines coming in. First, trying to win, a never-done-before three-peat of the Indianapolis 500. Then the attenuator problems during qualifying, going to the back of the field. Man, oh man, what could have been if his car did not give out on him? He had some problems there. He was in 6th when he ultimately went out of the race, and Rich, you were right there. Talk to us about what happened with Josef Newgarden. Disappointing.
He had moved up from starting 32nd, and no one has ever won this race from worse than 28th. Right. But he looked like he had a real shot to do it. Pit stop after pit stop, he'd jump about 10 spots, and as you just said, he was in the top 10. He came in, the stop looked routine, it was quick, he was back on the track, but then he was right back in with something that they thought was maybe a fuel pressure issue. They put the fuel hose back in, pulled it out, and then they just held him in the pits and eventually shut off the car, and Joseph climbed up.
What started as such a promising month for Team Penske, easily all three of their drivers in the top 6 or top 12 at least in speeds almost every single day of practice and qualifying, ends in bitter disappointment and not how you would want to if you're a part of Team Penske. There's no doubt about that. All right. The pit lane, man, it was a lot happening in pit lane in this one. 3 drivers we want to focus on here. Alexander Rossi, the winner of the 100th running of the Indianapolis 500. Smoke coming out of his vehicle, finally gets to pit lane, and then fire ensues. Not what you want to see.
No, and that was a serious situation with a crew member actually on fire briefly. We believe that person is okay, but that is a frightening situation.
Yeah, no doubt about it. It continued to get frightening in pit lane. The pole sitter, the rookie, Robert Schwartzman of Prema Racing, we had a feeling that he may get passed early, and you just don't know what you don't know when you're a rookie on this racetrack. But man, he came into pit lane way too hot, Rich.
And a couple of crew members had some contact with the car. One at least had a foot injury, but we don't think there's any serious injuries there as well. And we also had a situation with Rinus VeeKay.
Oh, that's right. There's so much that happened. We forgot about it. I mean,
he crashed coming into the pits, trying to just hit the brakes and spun and made heavy contact and ruined his day.
Yeah, and let's not forget about Scott Dixon, a brake fire early on. He had such a good starting position, and it just kind of rendered him useless the rest of the race. But finally, I want to touch on 2014 Indy 500 champ Ryan Hunter-Reay. He led 48 laps in this race. He was looking good. He was turning back the clock, and then Rich, you again had a front row seat to this situation.
Yeah, led so many laps, and this is a car, remember, this car caught on fire on Carb Day.
Yeah, yes,
so this was a new chassis. So essentially this was a brand new car that on Saturday they took out for installation laps, but they were not allowed to cross the start-finish line. So this car had never turned any laps the month of May, and yet it led how many laps? 48 laps today.
That makes it all the more impressive. And you know what? There's so much happened in the Indy 500. I didn't even remember that until just now. Super impressive.
And so he comes into the pits, and they fuel up, and the car dies as he's leaving. And then it stalls again, and then they can't get the car started at all, and his day was done.
Unbelievable. The storylines, the drama, so compelling coming out of the Indianapolis 500. We got a chance to hear from everybody you would probably want to hear from after the race. Take a listen. He's the winner of the 109th running of the Indianapolis 500. It's Alex Palou of Chip Ganassi Racing. Alex, you've won the Indianapolis 500, your first ever oval race. How are you feeling right now?
Amazing, man. It's been an incredible hour and a half since we finished the race, but yeah, just incredible. It means so much to us, to my team, my family, to the fans, and just the fans that make these moments so special.
Yeah, talk about these guys. Get them fired up again. Look at this guy. Look at this guy. That's your Indianapolis 500 champ right there.
They're the best. They're the best.
It's fantastic.
I mean, they don't need much
prompting, right?
Yeah, they are just fired up all the time, so it's amazing.
Talk me through your race. It was kind of choppy there at the beginning. A lot going on, the weather, a lot of yellow flags. Just talk me through the kind of progression and evolution of this race.
Yeah, it wasn't easy. I mean, the conditions weren't super easy, and there was a lot of yellows back to back. We had to wait a little bit for the drops, the raindrops. So I was glad that we got going. We got into a rhythm. My car balance was not amazing at the beginning, but we had chances during the pit stops to get it where we wanted. And at the end was just a very long 10 laps once I got the lead.
Of course, you're the only driver to win 5 of the first 6 IndyCar races. Your dominance continued today. What can you say? I mean, it's just old hat for you now. We expect it. You understand you've changed the expectations now for us.
That's awesome. I mean, I have to say that it's because of our partners and everybody at Chip Ganassi Racing. They gave me the car to win every single race weekend, and I just try and do the best I can, but feels amazing to be in this position.
Your face is going to be on this trophy, and you'll forever be known as an Indianapolis 500 champion. Alex Palou, congratulations,
Thank
sir.
you.
That is the 109th running of the Indianapolis 500 champ, Alex Palou. Hello, Palou. He does it again.
Which is 23. I don't know. They both hurt very much. No, it's okay. They both hurt very much, and it's just tough to be that close. We got ourselves out in the lead there, and it's just tough with the lapped cars in front of us. They just sort of played a big part, and Alex took an opportunity, and yeah, I'm just angry with myself that I didn't keep the position. So yeah, it was my race to win there.
Talk me through moments ago, you were consoled by your team and your family. Just what was going through your mind in that moment?
No, it's just, a lot of emotions. This race is more than just a race, and it means everything to me. So to be that close to win again, it's the second time I finished second here. So we're usually there in the end, but it's painful to miss out. And I know this race is winner takes it all, That's how it works here. No one cares about who finished second. So it's just painful. The Allegro team did a really good job getting me back in that race. We were struggling a lot throughout that race, but they kept fighting and kept giving me a chance to come back. And I gave everything there in the end, but just, painful to miss out.
That last pit stop was elite. It gave you a real chance. You came out first. You feel like you could have done anything else.
Yeah, but that's the thing that you're dwelling right now, what I should have done differently to keep that position, because I had the first position. The team gave me that opportunity, and I should have done that better.
How does that leave you feeling? How exhausted are you after this run today?
Yeah, we did everything right. The guys, the team, they did an incredible job, and man, it's just bad timing at the end there, and they got us, and we tried to get that set up to where it needed to be on that final run, but never been in that final situation before, so we kind of made a guess with the wing. Look, I'm really happy. It was an incredible run for us. Really had it, but I don't know, it's obviously at the same time, and man, it was right there. So they did an incredible job from the whole team, Clarence Technology, Foyt guys, but yeah, we missed out on that end there.
3rd and 7th for this team. That's a pretty strong finish in Indy.
Yeah, I was looking the old time, and I saw the 14 car also up there. It was like P3, P5 at times, so it goes to show these guys really care for this, and they did an incredible job. We were cutting everybody off in the pit stops. These guys were on it, so just feel bad. I kind of feel like I left them down on that final run, but a lot of positives to take away.
Congratulations, Alex Wolf.
David, just to be so close this year after not even getting a chance to race, just put that in perspective for us.
Yeah, man, I have a lot of emotions. I was last year. There was a chance I would never be able to be back in the IndyCar paddock again. I was a fan watching in turn 1, and now 1 year later, I'm back here and I was fighting for the win. So it feels amazing, and I'm just so happy to be here, and we go again next year.
How much the 2 Honda cars in front kind of dirty air that from 4th on back?
Yeah, it seemed like that they had a little bit of an advantage. I watched Pato behind, and he was also struggling there to try to keep up in that dirty air. I don't know if they trimmed or if they kind of just turned it up that little bit more, but if we just had a little bit more timing, and I almost knew as soon as Palou got around us, I said, man, he got good timing there, and then we got stuck behind there. But wow, a lot of positives to take away though. Very, very happy.
How do you look at a 3rd place finish at Indy? Is it bittersweet, or is it?
It's bittersweet because you're just so close to greatness. Every driver wants to be there, and that man just keeps winning everything. So that was also a little bit more drive. I was like, not him again, But incredible job though from everybody. I'm super, super happy. P3 here, couldn't have asked for anything else. We were running at the front the entire race, and man, it was a freaking good job from everybody. Hey, I guess it's a good thing to be butthurt that we finished P3.
Anything behind that? I'm surprised Ericsson screwed up. He just gave us the win there, so yeah. It's a strong points day for us, but obviously when we come back to Indy, we've just about got every single spot, at least in the top 5, besides the win. So better luck next year.
When you're running 4th there today, that's all you're going to be able to.
Yeah, we cycled out. Malukas was stuck in front of me. I started making the car kind of move around so I can get closer, but obviously the 2 lappers in front of the leader hurt the guys behind the leader even more. So yeah, everything just lined up for Palou. Congratulations to him. It's his first oval win, Indy 500. That's pretty cool. And guys on a run, I have to say. This year seems to be his for sure.
Alex, Pato, how close do you think you are? Just obviously you mentioned just how close you've been here the last few years.
I've been closer. I think now we're just, 1 pit stop short of being able to make a couple spots more, at least a restart to have an opportunity. But yeah, that's how racing goes sometimes. We'll go to Detroit next week. and we've got a championship to fight for. But yeah, it obviously stings a little bit because we have to wait 365 days.
It doesn't seem like the championship's going to be much of a fight.
Yeah, I mean, maybe they should just give the cup to him already so he can retire.
Ruined our last stint, and it's what it is. But still very solid in Indy. I feel like every time we just get better. So hopefully we get the same opportunity next year.
Obviously, you guys want to beat Palou.
Yeah, honestly, I don't know if I confused it with Newgarden because they kind of looked the same. So I didn't even know that he was leading because I looked at the board and I never saw the 10. So I was surprised when he won, but I'm also not surprised. And I mean, he deserves it. He's done such a good job here, and that run is probably unmatched in all of history of IndyCar.
Something must have broken like about halfway through because our car was unbelievably good, and then all of a sudden the last 2 sets of tires just completely different, and the degradation was absurd. So we were crashing basically for 15 laps in a row. So obviously, like this track, normally in my entire life, you usually get better as you go, and for some reason we got to a point and just had a massive shift in what our car was doing. So really, really hard to believe it. In my mind, like when something like that happens, something must have broken or something in the suspension. But we'll see. Obviously, I mean the team did a great job. We tried to do everything we could do. I mean, we were running with the guy who won the race, so we should have been right there. It felt like, but just heavy degradation on the last 2 stints, and I was absolutely saving my life for like way too long.
Still top 10.
Yeah, I was blown. I thought I was going to be like last, but yeah, I mean, to be up front all day, and we had so many awesome restarts that were just so much fun. I was just truly enjoying myself, and then suddenly that went downhill very, very quickly. So we just got to figure out what happened. I mean, this car is super fast. I'd like to just put it in the trailer, and hopefully if they'll have me back next year, wheel it out for next year and just try to figure out how we do it again. But, really proud of AMPM and Arco for being here and, again, being in the top 10. I mean, I've got quite a streak of top 10s, I guess, going now, which is great. And I've led a lot of races, but I keep leading the wrong lap. So we just got to get this thing good at the right time and be there at the end.
Is that kind of the epitome of this place? Just the roller coaster of emotions that you experienced today?
I mean, I really thought we were finally in the right spot. I mean, we were with the right people. We were doing the right thing. When I saw Alex Palou, and like honestly, I thought we were quite a bit faster than he was in the middle stint, but we were just kind of chilling there. But then, just something happened. So we got to figure out why and why the tires went off so aggressively. But I'm sure we will. This team has done a great job all month, and the great pit stops as well. So just a tough one to finish the day.
Don't know what happened, but yeah, feeling terrible right now. It's really heartbreaking. It's terrible for my team, terrible for my sponsors, terrible for everyone that came out to watch me, and yeah, it's just sad not to be a part of it.
Thanks, I appreciate that.
Wait all year for this, and to have it end that early is as frustrating as it gets. If I had a crystal ball, I just would have waited, but it's not really in my nature to do that. So I had a really good start going and just got crowded at the top. I couldn't move up anymore. The wall was there, and just got shoved into the wall. So I imagine they were 4 wide. I haven't seen it yet.
Okay.
Thank you, Marcus.
It would suck to go out like that, wouldn't it?
Got kind of aero tight behind him, and as I peeked left, the nose just grabbed and I spun. So hate that I caused that crash. Hate that others got collected in it, and really just hate it for Aaron McLaren and Rick Hendrick, everybody. Put a lot into making this effort possible. So just bummed out really, but we'll try to mentally move on from it here quickly and get to Charlotte.
How are you feeling physically?
Physically, I'm fine.
What are the emotions like? I can see how disappointed you are.
Yeah, just very disappointed. Just made the mistake on pit road, and it obviously just kind of compounds from there. You feel like you're behind and feel like you need to play catch up, and that was probably the wrong thing to do. And you got a little bit too zealous there on that restart.
Did you have any idea if you were going to be able to complete the race? The time was really going to be tight for you.
Yeah, I don't know. I wasn't too focused on that. So, yeah, when I'm sitting there for 45 minutes, yeah, it's on my mind. But once we got racing, I wasn't really worried about that. I was just trying to overcome the mistake I made.
What do you tell yourself to motivate yourself as you look forward to Charlotte?
Yeah, I don't know. Just really the best therapy, I think, is to just get back behind the wheel. So thankfully, I only have a few hours till I'll be back behind the wheel. And once we crank the engines up there, hopefully I'll forget about it.
Yeah, it was tough. It was just kind of in the wrong place at the wrong time. It was a good restart for us. I felt like we were moving forward really strong. We were in a good spot. Car was feeling good and just got collected, really. So nothing I could really do. I tried to get as high as possible, but it gets really sketchy if you get up too high. So I was kind of balancing that and just barely got clipped. So yeah, super sorry to the number 8 Junior Awards Honda guys, and we'll be back stronger next weekend.
It's just a frustrating day. Not much to do in that scenario. Kyle, I mean, it's an easy mistake to make. Cold track, long running stints there, marbles on the inside, cold tires on a restart. Mixed conditions make it tough, and I think that with him just getting loose, I thought he saved it there for a second, but these cars are tricky. The added weight of the hybrid this year seems like it's put some hindrance in some of the driving abilities, and we saw that through all the practice sessions and everything with higher temps and gustier winds, but in racing conditions it's a whole new ball game. So casualty, but I mean, going back, I think that you can always say, what if we did this, what if we did that? Hindsight's always better. So huge thank you to the Juncos Hollinger Racing team. They worked their tail ends off this month, and it's disappointing. I really thought that we'd had a chance to run at the front, work our way forward through the race, and to be honest, I think that my teammates got a shot at the win here. So I'm gonna head back to the stand, go cheer him on, and hopefully I'll be standing on the podium here soon. Not for us, but for him.
All sorts of fun at Indianapolis Motor Speedway, the elation, the sorrow, everything in between. It's what makes Indy, Rich.
And ultimately, the best driver in this series right now won the biggest race in the world. And you wonder if he's already wrapped up the championship.
I mean, it feels insurmountable at this point. What can't Alex Palou do? He is your winner of the 109th running of the Indianapolis 500. Much more coverage coming on air and, of course, on WTHR Plus. For now, for Rich Nye, I'm Dominic Miranda. We'll send it back to you.